Hey everyone, this is another update to the Chevy shop truck, and what we got going here is a gauge rebuild. Following some instructions from online that show kind of a good way to put this together, get some modern type gauges into the old housing and make it look original but have more digital style gauges, and love that idea. So I'm attempting that now. I'll put the link for where I found the instructions. They'll do a better job at the how-to than I will, but I just wanted to show you what was going on. You can see this is one of the two gauges that was originally in the truck. I've taken it apart, taken all the pieces out. You just bend some folded sheet metal that are around this housing here, and that'll come apart, and then there's some bolts and nuts such. So take all the wiring away from it, and then split that apart, and then the instructions that are out there kind of show you all the gauges you need to get. They're basically a simple Bosch 2-inch gauge for fuel, battery, voltage, oil pressure, and temperature. There's some numbers, like there's one FST 8201. And that one's for temperature. But you can see I split all the gauges apart now too, so that I can trim those housings. I'm going to trim those down to a lot thinner so they'll kind of fit in this original housing. And then that all situated, and then I'll want to update the gauge faces from what they are to look more like the original, but like in this case, instead of DC amps, we'll do voltage and put some numbers on there. The water temperature goes up a little higher on the motor that I put in the truck, so I'll probably run over that 220 at times, or I may not want to, but I want to see what it's doing. And then oil pressure, want a different range on that, so I've got up to 100 psi on that gauge. But anyway, so yeah, to match those new gauges, I'll print up those face plates and fasten them on here. Hey, welcome back to T.O.'s Garage. We're working on our 53 Chevy shop truck, and I am giving you an update here on the gauges. They're all finished up and installed, and here's a look at them. Looking pretty good. I took some pictures along the way of assembling these, so I'll have those at the end of this video, and the instruction sheet that I used, or the previous experience from another hot rodder, kind of helped me through this. I'll have that linked in the description. But you can see all working, looking all original, but with they're digital now, and they match up with my sending units for battery voltage instead of amperage, the oil pressure, the temperature, and then the fuel gauge. I actually did have a problem with the fuel gauge. It didn't match the sending unit, so the resistance readings were different than what this gauge needs. So I'll have to come back around on that one, but I did get it to work so at least it shows full. When it's empty, it's just under half tank on this gauge though, so I'll have to find a different sending unit or a different gauge and make those match so that it you can see it from full to empty and kind of gauge where you're at. Right now it works though, because it shows me if it's full, and then I just have to know at somewhere between half and a quarter that it runs out. So anyway, that's, see him bouncing around a little bit as I turn the key on. Yeah, there's the gauges, and then I'll have to catch you up with some other progress in the next video, so keep an eye on our channel. Alright, thanks.